Hello, my name is Mike Byram and I'm the manager of Village Nursery's Landscape Center here in Huntington Beach, California. We are a landscape center and therefore we are servicing the professional, and we're trying to give the professional all that professional requires to do their job and to satisfy their customers. We have access to over 700 acres of village-grown material. In addition to that, we actually buy much of our material from name brand growers such as Monrovia and Monterey Bay and Suncrest growers and others. And so that probably translates to something like 7,000 acres that we have access to. We basically, we could arrange either the same day pickup for if you call in an order any time in the morning, we could have it for you late morning to early to late afternoon. And we could do the same thing on deliveries. If you call an order in the morning, we could actually deliver virtually any place in California or even the western states the next day. Well, I'll correct that, the California the next day. We have landscape centers in Southern California. We have 3 landscape centers, one in Orange, one in Del Mar, and one right here in Huntington Beach. In addition to that, we have 2 up in Northern California. One is in an area called Bradshaw, which is Sacramento, and another one is in Brentwood. Not Brentwood near LA, but the Brentwood, the city Brentwood up in Northern California near the Bay Area. If you find that you need something, please call us. You could contact your local landscape center wherever you might be, and we have many helpful people in the landscape centers, professional salespeople that can either find what you need. If we don't have it right here, probably we'll have it on the grounds. If we don't happen to have it on the grounds, we could arrange special deliveries. We do a lot of special deliveries and get it in as pretty short notice. So give us a call, contact your local landscape center, and we're here to serve you. Thank you. We're going to give you a little tour of our facility here in Huntington Beach, if you'll come with me. If you look down to the right, you'll see a nice boutique of a lot of the Monrovia products that we carry. You can see there's a very wide variety of material in there, pretty much demonstrating what's available from Monrovia and therefore from us. If you look off to the left, you'll see things like tropical vines like mandavillas and diplodenias and roses, and off to the left here you see plumerias. So you can see that even though we're landscape oriented, we're very diverse in what we do. We're not just doing simple landscapes, but everything from tropical landscapes, dry landscapes. Right now our hottest category is probably water, unthirsty plants is what we're the most commonly known as. All right, let's move on, and you can see that we have plenty of flats. We have something like 3,000 flats on hand at all times, available for the contractor to come in and pick up. And right now you can see that we have many perennials. So the first section is perennials. Beyond that would be the annuals, and then we have this whole thing replicated in the shade house as well. And we're going to walk down and show you some more things we have. We have an entire section for 1-gallon container stock. And as you can see, it is very diverse. Lots of color this time of year. Actually, it's the middle of summer here in Southern California, and it looks like spring. Everything's blooming. If you turn over to the other side, you can see that we have a very equally wide variety of 5-gallon material. And then we're going to pass on through the 5-gallon material and take a look at the shade house. Okay, in the shade house, we're walking through some of the more common plant material that we have. You can see it's kind of the end of the hydrangea season, so we're a little thin there, but we still have lots of material to offer right through here. And so we have a very large shade area, and we keep it stocked at all times. We have an additional what we call the Fern House. It's stocked completely full of ferns. So if you want a broad selection of ferns, and you can see we sneak a few bromeliads in here as well, we've got that. If you take a look at the shade house, you can see we have a very broad selection of hanging baskets on hand at all times. And we have, again, we duplicate this out in the sun area as well, where we have equal or greater numbers of hanging baskets out there, in case you're looking for a great hanging basket. We have a full complement of fruit. We have everything from, over on this side we have the stone fruit, we have the blueberries and grapes and that type thing, and avocados. Over in a separate section we have a complete variety at all times of citrus, both dwarf and standard. Off to the right here you can see our common shrubs, some of the most commonly landscaped shrubs, the Rhaphiolopus, the Buxus, things like that. And then beyond that you can see our will call area. We have a fully shaded will call area to protect material until our customers are ready to pick it up. It's a complete area of shade material that not only, we have our vegetables out here on the edge of it because they require sun, broad selection of vegetables and herbs, and behind it all the shade annuals. Off to the right, the aforementioned citrus fruit, quite a broad selection of citrus fruit. And then beyond that, you can see that we have, at all times, we have several hundred roses, probably something like over 100 varieties in stock at all time. Very heavy inventories on the real common sellers like icebergs, pink iceberg, burgundy icebergs, etc. And then we'll walk that direction and give you a look at our tree section. One of the things that we're a broadline grower, and so we grow from 1 gallons, actually from 4-inch pots right up through 36-inch boxes that are here that we offer in the Landscape Center. And we're going to show you some of those. You can see the rose section has been cut back, and it's starting to come back nicely, and it's going to be blooming very well for the fall. Get another burst of bloom here very soon. Off to the left here we have our dry area. You can see it's just full of salvias and westringias and grevilleas and all those kind of things that you would need in order to establish that non-thirsty plant garden. Water conservation all the way. And then finally, if you look out here to the left, you can see a long line of 24-inch boxes. A broad variety of them. We actually, for every 24-inch box that we have here on hand, we probably have 1,000 out in the field to back it up. We don't have room for all the trees we carry, therefore we do a lot of special ordering on 24 and 36-inch trees. The single hottest category we have right now, the one that is in demand by landscapers all over the country, is succulents. Succulents, to a less extent cactus, but mostly succulents. And if you'll see the broad selection of succulents, this is typical of what we have in stock at all times. We're looking at the 5 gallons right now, and then we'll show you behind us. We're going to show you the smaller containers. We also have an equally large variety of 1 gallons and 6-inch pots. Come right around over here. And then, in addition to that, we have a broad selection of smaller sizes. They're put together cactus gardens, or you're just experimenting and trying to, or building some displays for your customers. Then we have the smaller sizes, the 4-inch pots and quarts. And that is the extent of our cactus area. And I think you'd find it one of the largest and nicest selection in our industry. And thanks again.